This is the farm garden, and he's got a lot of greens in for the winter, for the, I guess, the fall harvest. So lots of stuff. Something's going to seed already. And then this is the area, there's some chard there that's still good, but this is the area that's basically being put to bed. With the stakes over there are some tomatoes and a bunch of eggplants that are going to be gone. And that is buckwheat that's going to be cut down. And you can see there are beehives in the distance. And what you hear behind me is Aubrey on the mower. Okay, here's a view from the bee yard. There's one of the hives. We have 4 different hive stands out here. And you can see the barn. And you can see Aubrey walking back there by the barn. He's trying to get the tractor belt fixed. And you can see the big greenhouse, and you can see the fields. And let's see if we can see some bees coming and going. It's always fun. So this is one of the hives. This is the Purdue. I don't know if you can see the shadows here. So you can see the bees coming and going. This is one of the hives, and I've started to take equipment off and get them down to winter, so they don't have a lot of extra space that they're having to protect. So it's all going to be food and bees. A little bit of brood for a little while, but after a few more weeks there won't even be any more brood, so no babies for them to take care of. And here you can see across the street here, the lane here, is the chickens. He's got 250 chickens, and the red building is one of the chicken houses, and the tan building is the other chicken house. And then down by the road you can see the market stand. So on Wednesdays and Saturdays he has market. And then we're back into this field. This used to be strawberries in here before Aubrey bought the property. There's some more beehives. I don't know if you can see the bees coming and going, but they're really out flying today. So I have 6 hives left. There's 2 on the far ones, 2 in the middle, this one, and then the one that I just looked at. This one closest to me are hygienic Italians, and this is one of the ones that I've had the longest. The Purdue's, the bees, was from a hive that I've had for a long time, but the queen is new this year because she's a new breed of bee. And then, yes, I am walking in their flight paths. I'm walking through bees. This one is a new one for me this year. This one is Buckfast Carniolan Queen, and these are very interesting. It's called a mountain queen. I'm really liking these a lot. And then the one next to it is also hygienic Italian, and it was the queen from the one that I put the Purdue queen in. So that's who's over here. So these bees have been, this queen's been around for over a year as well. So I have 2 queens that have been around for over a year. Actually, I have 3 queens, because there's also this one over here. This one's I believe a Carniolan, but I don't think she's hygienic at all. So these bees need to get a lot more care in terms of dealing with the pest, because they just don't have the natural instincts to do it. And the thing about these bees is they're a little bit harder to work because they're a little feistier. I think they're a little more feral, but they're really great at storing honey and making wax. So they're just really good bees that way. And in fact, they've got so much food in this box that I think I'm probably going to take some for some of the other hives, because they don't need it. This hive has probably at least 100 pounds of honey on it. That's a lot. It's also a bigger box. Most of my equipment is 8 frames. This one's a 10 frame. It's a little bit wider than the other ones. And then finally, this hive down here, I'm not quite sure what it is. I think the queen is probably Carniolan, And the bees, certainly, she actually mated with some Italian, because I got some Italian looking bees. But this came from a swarm that was at the Montessori school. And it's been a really, really good hive. And I refer to this as Aubrey's hive, because if he ever gets around to it, this is when he gets a chance. We work in this one. So those are the bees. More later. This is Aubrey.
This ugly mug.
Shut up. I've got...
Wait, am I supposed to be... Is this live?
It is live.
Oh.
It's not Memorex.
Now I sound like an idiot.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm the lunatic farmer here.
Yes. So, and then, okay, so this is Aubrey, and this is his farm. And he's just a young'un.
Mm-hmm.
And here, but he's really an old man, because he's got an old spirit, apparently.
Yeah.
And here's his greenhouse. And what are you planting? What is it you're planting today?
Arugula and maybe the last of the radishes.
Oh, those radishes are so good. You know, I roasted all those ones I took.
Yeah, I'm having a hard... they're so hard to sell.
Really? Well, I'll pick them.
I just have so many. I mean, you grow... One bed has tens of thousands of them.
Yeah. So this is really good. And did you have... How about the rains? Did that cause any kind of problem?
A couple washed out beds up there that hadn't been planted, but no. I have really good soil.
Good.
It drained really well.
So, and everybody's recovered from the hail?
Yeah, the broccoli is not heading up, which I don't know what's going on with it. I'm kind of tired of growing broccoli.
Yeah.
Because you can buy it, like a whole box of it for like $9.
Yeah.
And I can't grow a whole box for $9.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'd just rather buy from another farmer. And I mean, how can it be that full and not have a head coming out of it? It's weird. It's the weirdest year. It's been a weird year.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I'm too late. I was too late with it. 2 weeks too late.
Or maybe.
But it may do something. I mean, there's like, the head is like that big.
Yeah.
So we'll just see. If it stays warm enough, it might before heavy frost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the farmhouse, and it's a log cabin, and it was put up by some Amish guys. And it's about 500 square feet with 300 on the bottom and 2 lofts. And it's got all these flower beds, which are now dying, but you can see that he's working on the landscaping. Anyway, it's all pretty cool. So that's it for the farm. Bye, see you later.